Between research and personal experience, I've came up with 5 tips that can help you build a healthy relationship. Hi, my name's Travis. Let's get started. Number 1, zero reaction anxiety. This is when you hold something back in fear of you being worried about your partner's reaction or what your partner might say if you say it. You have an anxiety that comes along with that. You start to not act like yourself in order to please others. You're in a relationship where you should be able to truly be yourself at all times, regardless of the outcome of it. If you don't have this zero reaction anxiety, you can trust and embrace your partner for not having judgment on you, and you don't fear any kind of judgment or anything against you. And in a long-term relationship, fear of judgment, it's not much more important than that. Number 2, healthy disagreements. No two people will always agree on everything, but people often look at a healthy relationship as this perfect utopia. The two people are in sync 24/7. You would not see eye to eye on every decision. When you start completing each other's sentences, your visions are similar of a future together, but that's not always what a healthy relationship looks like. There will be disagreements, arguments, trouble understanding the other person's point of view, but it's okay, because believe it or not, it's healthy to butt heads every once in a while. Disagreements mean that you are actively seeking a compromise with each other. And in the long run, it will benefit the both of you. The best relationships are not the ones when everything is based upon one person's opinion. One person's opinion should not overshadow the opinion of the other or make the opinion of the other person any less valid. It defeats the whole purpose of even being in a relationship. If it's going to be like that, then you're probably better off being with just yourself. Relationships should be about sharing your life with another one, not finding someone's life to control. If you want to be in a healthy relationship, you cannot hide your opinion just to make someone else happy. This is a recipe for disaster. Partners usually want an open line of communication and ability to express things to each other, even if they don't line up with the other person. As long as you're not disagreeing all of the time or arguing all of the time, because if you are, there's probably a deeper problem that needs to be addressed. Number 3, division of space. This really applies to people that live together. It applies to people that don't live together also, but it really applies to people that live together. Listen up. Relationships should have 2 things: space and boundaries. Even if you love being together, you have to have time to exist as individuals. When you don't do this, this is the easy way that one starts to feel suffocated by the other person. And this will easily cause codependency in the partner because they forget who they are outside of the relationship. If you live together, still take time in the house to have your physical space. You know, one might be upstairs, one might be downstairs, one might be in the computer room, one might be in the kitchen. Have your physical space. It's very important. Number 4, encouragement. You should always be able to rely on your partner for support, and not just when you do the things they want you to do. They should encourage you anytime you have found something that you care about. If a person is important to you and they do something that's not important to you, but they want your support, you support them. Because even if the thing they're doing is not important to you, the person is important to you. Always remember that. Number 5, realistic expectation. The reality is not all relationships are going to come with a lifelong commitment. Some issues that are going to resurface in your relationship really cannot be resolved. You may want to live in another state. Your lifestyles may be very distinctive. Or you're just not compatible. These things could trigger the end of your relationship. But don't pretend like these things do not exist, because it wouldn't be fair to either of you. If you have realistic expectations of being together, staying together, you've compromised, you've talked about the things that you have on your plate when you came in, they talked about the things they had on their plate to come in, you're in agreement that you can mesh those things together and compromise to go down the same road, then it's worth giving it a chance. But if you already know that there's no way you guys are going to meet together because of so many differences and the unwillingness to compromise, then it's not fair to either of you to even attempt to be in a relationship. So I hope these 5 healthy tips will help someone out there. If they do, that's fine. If they don't, pass them along to someone else. If you like anything I said in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's keep it going. Libra Man out.